Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Friday, July 8. Close to 90% of students who sat the 2022 Primary Exit Profile (PEP) examinations were placed in one of their 7 preferred schools. The news was revealed by Education Minister Favor Williams this morning. She says of the 35,292 students who sat the exam, 30,778 got their school of choice. The remaining 4,494 were placed in secondary schools in proximity to the schools they currently attend or the home address they submitted at registration. Placements were done using the scores of 2 of the 3 Grade 6 component tests, the ability test conducted in March and the curriculum-based test administered in April.
Congratulations to all our students. We will continue to work with you to help you continue working at your very best. I know parents as well. Let me congratulate you for all the efforts. This form of assessment has several benefits, such as more accurate claims can be made about the students. Students' achievement of the curriculum and their progress will be monitored more regularly. More opportunities will be provided for teachers to identify students' strengths and weaknesses and therefore plan lessons to meet the specific needs of students.
Results can be accessed at the parents.dpisonline.com portal or at the Ministry of Education's regional offices. Parents and guardians may call the ministry's helplines at 888-333-2283 or 888-724-8463 for assistance. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has welcomed the passage of the Road Traffic Regulations 2022, touting it as a critical tool in improving road safety, traffic management, and public order. The comprehensive document containing 299 regulations was passed at Tuesday's sitting of Parliament. It will now go before the Senate for perusal and passage.
This is a milestone achievement for the government and for Jamaica. It is a big step forward in ensuring not just safety on the roads, but public order in general.
While addressing Thursday's meeting of the National Road Safety Council, the Prime Minister highlighted several regulations aimed at reducing road fatalities and injuries on the nation's roads. Among them, the introduction of technology to remotely monitor and detect traffic offenses, as well as the electronic ticketing of owners of vehicles involved in the traffic offenses. Mr. Holness also welcomed the separation of the registration and licensing of motor vehicles on the island. Under the new regulation, a vehicle will be entered into the National Vehicle Registry whether it is licensed or not. The move will allow the Island Traffic Authority to keep more comprehensive records of vehicles. The regulation also gives the authority power to request public and commercial vehicle owners to bring in their vehicles for fitness and certification at any time.
There are new provisions for tire safety and visibility, as well as environmental standards for noise and emission from vehicles. It's very important, not only as we seek to comply with environmental standards and cut emissions in keeping with our commitments for climate change, but we don't generally view noise as an environmental disturbance, but it is.
In the meantime, all paid driving instructors will soon be required to become certified. It will also be mandatory for all driving schools to become licensed. Those are 2 of a raft of amendments to the Road Traffic Amendment Act, which was tabled in the House of Representatives on Tuesday. The amendments are to facilitate the accurate implementation of the road traffic regulations. Transport Minister Audley Shaw, who piloted the bill, says the proper rollout of the initiative will be monitored by the Island Traffic Authority, ITA, which will keep a registry.
Exceptions are made for certain circumstances under which certification is not required. Specifically, the requirement for a driving instructor certificate does not apply to a family member or friend teaching an individual to drive free of charge.
Minister Shaw also reminded the House that anyone who wishes to be certified as a driving instructor must be at least 24 years of age, have no less than 24 months licensed driving experience, and have completed a driving instructor training program. Provisions have also been included for demerit points on a driver's license to expire after 15 months if fewer than 10 points are earned during the period. The minister says after a period of suspension, the points that led to the suspension will be expunged. Persons accessing services at the Criminal Records Office in Kingston and its 3 sub-offices in Clarendon, St. Mary and St. James should see an improvement in the processing and delivery of police certificates by the end of July. This due to several measures being put in place, such as the upgrading of the automated palm and fingerprint ID system to a multi-biometric ID system.
This upgraded system will increase the storage capacity and reduce the processing time taken to generate police certificates. In addition to this system upgrade, we are also in the testing phase for an online application and appointment system, which has been successful so far.
Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson was speaking at the Jamaica Constabulary Force's monthly press conference recently. Commissioner Anderson says plans are also being pursued for the collection of police certificates. The police commissioner called for the public's patience as the Criminal Records Office implements the changes and meets the high demand for its services. Jamaica's food security initiatives are set to be bolstered with the island's participation in the Food and Agriculture Organization (FAO's) Food Systems Profile. The island is one of 50 countries that was included in the assessment dubbed Catalyzing the Sustainable Inclusive Transformation of Food Systems. The assessment was led by the FAO in partnership with the European Union and the French Agricultural Research Centre for Development. As he received the report Tuesday, Agriculture and Fisheries Minister Pernell Charles Jr. said the food system profile will help to build Jamaica's capacity in tackling climate change, food loss and waste.
It is important for the country to know that our message is that these challenges are not insurmountable.
It is a gateway for national dialogue on food systems based in evidence, insight, and areas for intervention that have been researched by local and international experts, Minister.
And finally, Youth Minister Favour Williams is reiterating her call for parents and guardians not to leave their children home alone. The minister made the appeal Sunday at an emotional send-off for preschoolers Kayla and Abigail Tomlinson, who perished in a fire at their Hayesfield Clarendon home on March 24 earlier this year. 4-year-old Kayla and 3-year-old Abigail were home alone when the fire started. Minister Williams urged parents to always ensure that their children are adequately supervised by an adult to avoid unexpected tragedies.
It's about taking caution. And so we want to implore you to pray with your children. Pray in the morning. Pray in the night. It's the last thing you do.
As she extended sympathy on behalf of the ministry, Minister Williams called on community members to support the grieving parents and extended family. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.